Hello again, everyone. I hope that you all had a wonderful long weekend in whatever capacity you were able to celebrate it. Now, I don't know about you. I am not personally much of a gardener, but I have been taking the opportunity with some of the nice weather we've been having to get my gardens cleaned up and pruned for the season. And that's gotten me thinking a little bit about kind of some of the mental work that we could take the opportunity to be doing right now. I was thinking about how when we're pruning plants and getting them ready for the growing season, that we're cutting away the parts of the plant that are getting excess energy but don't need it or shouldn't be getting that energy. We're cutting away parts of the plant that aren't necessary anymore so that the parts that we're trying to encourage can really grow as much as possible. And this is something that we could be doing in our own lives right now. We can really be deciding, what are some habits that I might want to clear away and not bring forward with me when this is over, so that I can really devote my energy to things that are important to me, to things that are going to be moving me ahead. And instead of devoting energy to these old habits, what are some new habits that we can be cultivating right now? So I know, for example, that one of the habits that I've kind of picked up during this quarantine is maybe not choosing the best snacks every time when I'm looking for something to eat. So one of the things that I've started doing is keeping fresh cut veggies in my fridge so that I'm reaching for a snack. Those are something that I can grab instead of something that maybe is not going to be the healthiest option for me. So this is a time when we can really sit down and say, what do I want to add into my routine, into my habits, and what are some of these things that I can start clearing away? Now, you want to do this slowly, one or two things at a time, because if you try to cut too many things cold turkey or try to add too many things in, I'm sure you've experienced this in the past, it doesn't stick, it doesn't work. It takes at least 3 weeks to get a habit to really stick, to really become part of your routine so you don't have to think about it anymore. 1 or 2 at a time is enough to start. So when you're pruning a plant, you don't just go through and cut everything away without paying attention to what you're doing. You carefully look for the parts that are dead, the parts that you want to clear away, and you try to salvage as much of the living part of the plant as possible. So really take your time and say, okay, this is one thing this week that I want to try changing or eliminating and see how that goes. And if that works for a week, maybe try adding something in the next week and see how that goes. And just assess, check in with yourself, see what's working for you and what isn't, because you also don't want to try pushing a whole bunch of habits right now that are just going to burn you out. You don't want to say, now's the time that I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. and work out for an hour every day and check all of my emails and do all of my meal prepping and get my laundry done and clean my house, and that's too much. None of that is going to stick if you try to do that all at once. So really think about what's going to be important to you, what's something that's really going to move you forward and get you started, and see if that'll stick for a week or two. Add something else and see how you do. And if you want to discuss this, want some input, I am of course available in the comments, or you can send me a private message. And if you're feeling alone right now and you need someone to talk to, please reach out to me. I am here for you, and we will all get through this together. I will see you again soon.